Vogue and Sano and a machine fair fee and made an see black and white beautiful ye. Now it is speaking volumes for me and to me. In Tiazel me da simpach also quite zella and yame fesse ya and obe pomamau. A man in Mema Dina Kai 70 Azel upon Mema Nima a rare by Azel Vogue. Friend 0244 155 266. I also know I follow no Instagram amame Azel Vogue. Na ubi who say or styles be brave or hair no so dear it is herring. When the hair is herring, the hair mama. Z nails and beauty. Nessa no me dear. Me say a to full ba cool coho. Na wa be who say ni near kama and conform be brave koto mama betona body amamo. Inti wa wonton so ko abenya no eboa ye na wo do kakra wato so also anya wo de or Spinkters Kutubabi Ecobank echi wa pay friend 055 3837 201 na obesort you out simple cra anopay stelia birthday no ba ku biakem eninti mamenye birthday dedication yimfi mu na afi me yewia na afi miawa no na me yade Pacho belated happy birthday enkoma ojum to for Celestine Donko na enra yewa woda enti me do fopa na menua me ma etirinkwa nyame hiraw na ontinenim enchirewo onkoso a emma the bread of life kama pa na afi makase wie no so OPC Esther Sister Medasi Bibre, Nyame Enshrawo, and Sister Sisi Chum, also Medawase Pa, Medawase ensa, on such a short notice, and so mobile, Medamwase, and also for Enoch Minta, Pastor Enoch Minta. Thank you so much. Afi mense onom eni ebusia for Masi Edrahene, Berima Oseshedie, Nana Unkwaso. Medasi Bibre. Inshansem nyina nimpaya wi ma mi nyina na meda wase pa one Uncle Sam Uncle Manas ene Stivo ene ebusuafo ni nyina Amanda ne Portia ene ubibia nyame enhiramo na onye mo kese Mr and Mrs Ekem menana no agepoma no mo waya de ware saa ne abrewati ade wo ye fia wo ye nyame enhira aya de one me maame ya techua amwa Higa and Sister Sandra who ya de pa and the people of La Palm Royal Beach made damwase papa. It was a beautiful lunch and we had a good time. Into Pacho weekend be a Ghanaian village honum. La Palm has a good place and the live band Adekye in the live band for no they were awesome. Into Josephine Yeboa all the way from Techiman Yasiambe Kleke Waha Medase Oni Letitia and team no more La Palm no. Let me appreciate the team at La Palm. If you say Enra omoye adie fe ema meni esoye enti Letitia ni Sharon eni food and beverages team for no munina medamwase nyame ensha o se the team La Palm ane team La Palm team La Palm nyame ensha mo part any Beatrice any Uncle Felix any Madam Eyram amunina mo La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Thank you most grateful my titia abedwafo no be stubborn kakra but I will handle them. Happy birthday to Eunice Ose Ofa Enna Emma Ofa ya Ankra Ofa no more despite media ya mensa ya Ankra solo no said no more jabi wom den Karim Okafo Didi property manager Ofa property manager den o mama ye mid month bonus into Eunice J why more fanfa cake bro we ejima ewo ESG services ewo airport Eunice don't worry cry o fa mo tle en the gufia Eunice ene ese se odi birthday no big time pa ye denyame ase papa ma Oh, my sweet mom, Emma, Mrs. Mary Anson. I love you. You know I love you. And I love you. And see, my sweet mother, Mrs. Mary Anson. And then Teresa Sewovi, Mama Gan Manta. And my sister, Ejiwa Queensta, CBG branch manager, Ewo Adabraka. Good morning. Thank you. Uncle Same, thank you. Thank you all for the love and everything. I am so grateful. Enkame nyamwa, enkame yeden, mekuma konofo, akosia, Mrs. Sandra Ado, Oniura Frank Ado. Thank you so much. I love you. God bless you. I'm forever grateful. Madam Wase. Abedwafo ene ye ba be kan se sidi no aduane bo ayeden enyema bo kosoro agrekefo se subsidy a ewo farming input so no ye ntete so na akuafo ntimi tobi na aduane mra aduane ye dia de chane sasetine mu ayeden aduane na musi we eat to live and now we live to eat whichever way na afi so Parliament Friday no mo betina ase nyama kese mi nu omo ye garage loan na omo approve ye no ene aswafo no ene abedie chief for ebo omo din a omo beji omo tum but workout equal so enti eho ni nyina ye bedi ho nkomo enti we no omo san sorry ya na me the Friday ni ba ni nra ni ade na me de mani abiri o maso ayeshi misu nti my brother na politics ni amanyofo me anam say monye kakra na yenso yonkwohwe ye chebire mu kakra enti princess ano omukọ research ana say ene ombetina so number 3 or 20 post so ana o che ne krache Paris e go be enti ano pe bedi ho komba first one arehosem enkwanhia esiye ewo presidential convoy no wo Bunso Junction yenu abe ma Jesse amankwa aboye amane ene Premex fuel eno so ejato mo ewo brono a eben esikado Charles Ejui enso eboye mo te say Premex die no ye ni experience of explosions a e wo se esua bibi free mu ana ena convoy no so ya na ye ni aye tware kwa mu no ye ntiase ma ambulance ye tire sade ni pa give way on my way da eye die nti na ya yesa no enye first time a convoy I think Ali Muhammad time I remember very well na military husband de kasa team no wo kira ebisi sa papa kufo na so kra on dia kra mfimfini pe wo kwa adwuma obi ko crossing no so what is it with this crossing of convoy no ede ni betumi aye afa ho we obantem but me hu ne hantem George AC deputy director ewo Nadmo anopedi hu ni ha waba oba besi NPP amanyoku no anan national communications director mum ewo Nadmo and sorry matewa homa so bamboo mu ankama so be she Bernard Mona a political analyst na ohopi said that she be a be frankatuni ama PNC and lawyer Chumberry ma a NDC communication team member ono so ohopi said that she be a obey eden attorney general obekase David but it is okay me dey makanwi brothers. Good morning.
Good morning, Obaya.
Na mo ho ti say.
What the other room here?
Edenya me ase. I hope say na mo weekend no bibia good. O de okwa yi.
Yo.
Ghana nyina na ahwa de because I parliamentarian na obo Ghana nyina no say so afo nti Ghana nyina nko se na busua ene ne maame ne papa ne yere enso enhyeden. It is well.
It's well.
It is well.
Ejusumanyina.
It is well. Obeti wanim na mahase wo so na yedi nkomo.
Chairman intimidation.
Oh boy, we wasn't what said there am intimi wim. chema fuku kura those times na me dey buni onu ojina o ti be me on ti onu kura hunhunam ti woni ni anya adwuma na ho ti say
o say azel for one pam me man
exactly lawyer
azel pam rare by azel for e me ma dey
o trasa dey no pam bi
so mama say once and for all azel pam ma host entina make come for na mount
into one time akwa mu enkom
gesi me ameye eyi panelist Monday bia meti ha no
okay
omo de mama na me sha enyefe
ebe ye fe na hihye ye ne ntisa
na me kwa na me kama dada
if it be improvised measures
unim say wo de no kra anya me ha wo backing vocalist because we can also that me yefe that can be call no say e free be improvised measures say a lawyer o problem is
ma sam nyina no say o tiazi so be ma host we ma panelist so si nyina si wa
as well so what
and they unanimous nyina
you see that you as well what the awonko a sempa media mini hobby
nails no na mementi minye
nails ni
nails ni so ataden die timi shema
nails ni so dey na as well
afro die no we met me ahye but nails no dey
afro wig
okay cast for this okay
just na dey mo di me ti police na mo dai sentiment gaga mo mi onko why Madaroma ben yes rebat and sheda nyanika yen kasa social issue of convoy no accident no nipa ba ko hwe ne nkwa e bi nso prepra any premex there no explosion no
my main chairman ya George IC any Chum Barema na Chum Barema na me call other radio stations are not your na or me bullets and of course one kasa anopay ho asan ye fe na say na azelvu ko pese onye no a yeso ye mfa nche no de bia na ama ho ayefe na yen yete ha enye fine
na so so ho ayefe
yeah
wan she batakari
da bi meshe unim say meshe
oh you be out ayefe
meshe bebre na ne ewom no say nka o mame sima kakra na maka bibi kitwa bi afa global happenings enye ba ko say me sorry ya no pay ya media news na the president of Iran and the foreign minister and other government officials na omo helicopter omo team has crashed and all of them has died.
Well, we don't know. Let's say CNN, no. They said the search team is still searching. But here can BBC, no. BBC there was concrete. Confirming said they are dead. So now we don't know which one to take.
And at the end crash several hours after that,
they have died. And the vice president has taken over. And in the next 50 days, they have to do an election.
I see.
In Iran. Yes, natural disasters occur. But Obia onim geopolitics. And him said the United States of America cannot escape involvement in this matter.
Oh, how? Is it not early days yet?
It cannot be early days if you know.
What's your reason?
Oh, Enchebia General Suleimani, an Iranian general. The United States targeted him and killed him in his own country.
For what reason?
For the fact that he was doing something that America feels that is not in their interest. The president of Iran. The Americans did not apologize. They said that why? Papa no. Onye niyama efata. And you know America's backing of Israel in recent times. And you know Iran's position on Israel. When Iran decided that they would not allow Israel to continue the havoc, the leadership of Iran must suffer. I have no doubt that America has been part of the problems of the world. From Ghana to Burkina Faso to Libya to Democratic Republic of Congo, to Mali. Where else? And there is a trouble, and the United States of America is not involved. Go to Samora Machel in Mozambique, go to John Garang in Sudan, and I'm just terrified that if men of conscience enter your mujma because the United States will come after you, then of course we are not in safe hands. President, foreign minister, and other big names, they have perished. I am in full solidarity and in pain with the people of Iran at their loss. And of course, say they be a young Ghana for the Amanyame. So I also want to believe that God will act for, and justice will prevail one day. The second one has to do the attempted coup d'etat in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah.
I don't support coup d'etats, particularly so say Mankasa na Makoto Mwaba. But when these coup d'etats are coming, we have to begin to audit it. What is it that is wrong? Because normally the puppets of the West, when they take over, they serve the interests of the West, and people, citizens, are not happy. Niger. Clearly, they were buying the uranium of Niger at 80 cents per ounce. When President Bazoum was overthrown, the same ounce or tonnage of uranium is selling at $200.
From
80 cents, not up to $1.
To $200.
$200 when they decided to open up. France was buying it at 80 cents, not up to $1.
Very, very exploitative.
You understand?
Extremely.
So
Extremely.
sometimes you ask when this military leadership take over, is it not to salvage the nation? Because no more ton 80 cents.
More salvage, yeah, because he's saying
$1 and drew $1. But when they decided that no, we will go into the international market and sell, the same tonnage is selling $200.
It's not democratically elected government.
They were puppet. No, they were puppet of the West, and so they decided to give to France.
Seeing the kind of.
Do you understand? Yeah.
So yeah, no, more peculiar situation. Yeah, you were in common to me, person me jago. More peculiar situation. Remember whatever contract they signed.
Precisely, you don't sign contract to the. You don't sign contract to the detriment of your nation.
That convention, how is it even called?
The park.
The park.
Yeah.
It is a park too. It's a park, you know. A warning soon. So whoever comes, only choice.
So the military have taken over. They have a choice. And that choice is to the benefit of the people. Say, at the end of a year, ton less than $1. No, say, see a year ton $200. Where is the pact? Where is the pact? Next, they say, finally, my member Ghana to the sad event that occurred with the convoy of the president. Thankfully. But how do we even say thankfully? Abra Obiewu. Nanka me pese me nka say thankfully our president was not in. But somebody is dead, and no one's life is less important. No life is less important.
Of course.
I cannot say thankfully.
Yeah, well, maybe on a president man family.
Yeah, the background pa nipa osheno. Omo betumi abeyo o mampanyi ochina. Anya president driver ba ko na yesi wakodi MP PC.
Driver nkasa onye driver
wakodi PC. And na so DPC and one e ka say ochina ontumi ye president. So what I say. So evidently every life is important. But me, I'm using my personal situation. I have worked with many drivers and security in my small political journey. And what I have noticed across all the time is drivers no omonya time in that.
Private drivers, commercial drivers,
particularly
convoy
those
drivers.
Who are driving appointees and people of position.
I didn't know munya time now because the people are always on the move.
We are always on the move.
Okay.
Yeah. every weekend apart from this weekend. Miniha. But if I have to go to Tamale and to proceed and do my rounds, my driver has to take off early. Now I could do Tamale. Now I take plane, then they pick me from the airport. Then they are going around with me. In the car, me met me at Dakakra. But they don't get time to sleep. And those who know me closely, they call baby na eduane woho. I'm not the first to eat. First, Udi eduane I said, cater for my driver, cater for my security. Because me didi ewieno, I just get up and say I'm going, and they have to follow whether they have eaten or not. Timinka said they should pack because the security, no in particular, or pack eduane na what time is he going to get to eat? Because all the time, Ujina Hondo Krampono as a proper security, he's supposed to be monitoring to see that you are safe. So he cannot leave you to go and eat. So we have to ensure that they also are human beings, no matter. This is not the first time these presidential convoys are having this thing. Just little concentration. Not BBSC. From Jerry Rawlings, presidential convoys have been in accidents. And most of them, the people die and leave our heads of states. To Atamils, no, to Kufuor. Kufuor Ankasa, the presidential convoy.
Yeah.
Ewo, Yefro was saying.
On the very first one, the VIP's car itself was attacked.
Was attacked.
Yakanya, the subsidiary.
Ono Ankasa Nikano was hit.
Was that?
You understand? And they had to rush him to go and stabilize him and sign with him. The trauma of it alone. Then, of course, Baumia been as an opposition political candidate. He did. Oh, he suffered. I think one of the journeys he was coming on the way from Bole down, and his car. You understand? Then we omokoya ne yiri nika no omobano. Then there was an accident. And a president convoy. What could be the underlying? Of course, accidents do happen, but the convoys, no, and speed in I don't think that it has to do with the speed, but it has to do with concentration, no. And sometimes nipa no crampo accommodate no, nipa no want me and that, and then just the listing of here of one year because it's a convoy, it affects other people in the car. I sympathize with the family of the deceased and the presidency Ankasa. And now how we'll be able to manage these accidents among our convoys. Other places, I know that it's not just these accidents. In Slovenia, is it Slovenia? Yes, Slovenia. The president was attacked by assassins.
Last week or last week.
By assassins. So we have to take all these things seriously.
I think he died, right?
No,
he didn't. Almost shooting and they were able to
rescue him,
take him to the hotel and arrest the attacker.
When they say obviously when you
so I sincerely sympathize with the family. Nah, well, no amount of sympathies can actually bring him back and also assuage the pain of the family. But of course, how we will die, we don't know. But not in this terrible manner.
Thank you. George Yankwai.
That's one touch it.
Full premix full explosion.
Oh, sorry.
The coaching and no, you're okay. Mammy to us.
Mate. Maminchia Obaya Konama. And the Minia
Obaya Konama Mona.
Also, okay,
Papa.
Man, this oh no, catch any.
George,
young got to forget it.
Minchia Abumpekachi. Alas, petition
Carlos or your lawyer.
Sir, they be a no
Carlos and your lawyer
or one kind. Or bear fiache.
Oh, Chawan.
Abompekrachi. Lawyer Chum Berima. The petition are brave.
I don't talk about Canano pay.
We catch us about we catch us about this about the dream moko. I know opportunity. Chairman Bernard Mona, aspiring presidential candidate. A PNC and as a PMP.
PNC.
You see the one of you?
Yes.
No, me wawa. Omo be so wumu na wo hu data me ya ti e fo mi.
Yes.
Me chia omo hwe
Say what?
Na bafo koju anan. Mo amofra no Joe Digi.
Okay,
Joe Digi.
Ala ko nyanya ko dia na.
Odi akonya.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nana onkwaso. Nana mi chia. Na mi aminu ya otwe dom amoanye du.
Jama weekend go nkuro.
Suhum okrase ni fahene. Nana onkwaso. Yamra ye dikan convoy. Presidential convoy we no ba ya me say chama ka bed de ka ho pa me say wuti ho kakra say a driver for obehu say convoy no ba be ofin so obetimi aye 10 asa na car na du ho. That's been part so ohwe President Kufuor de na it was similar thing. Me say me tsrawo ohwe yen ya say car no 500 meters away sa car no fa na say ogira won nchen yo odu won nchen dada enti wo ye na attempt say wo move a obest smash na the problem aba na sa me tani anso aba ordinary cars cry ya driver for ye we wanye careful a wo bo punch brake yesremo eye state protocol issue o man pani convoy no de senti a mo cause speed ni de em say that be I'm bet mu for security reason protocol ne no but sanity nti open so Constitution of Ghana say o man penny ono ne the number 1 citizen of Ghana primus inter pares just say ye nyina wono ansa na ba na bedi akire na speaker menim de nti o man fa DJ president anko ka ho number 5 because president of the fourth state of the realm Nabua. But then on the Oman Fana. It's up to Chief Justice. That is the Yesremo Sana protocols any security no etie. Open na semo, umpen na semo, who said convoy no ba, park one chain na man and mechumunko. Within 2 seconds, 3 seconds, no more chum. Now what to us so ako baby a walk. That patience, betime save nkwa na save members of the convoy no so nkwa amayi nyina so my Ghana. Let's be a bit respectful of convoy no because almost speed need there for security reasons yentimi ya hwehwe for now. Nti yenyina yemfa nidie ene obuo massa convoy no ye de nyame ase de wahwe ne nkwa no se bia na cha maka ye obi dihie ono na bia oye breadwinner wabusua bi mu enso se wokọ nti ne dish na busua so charge adwo sisi nti yesremu enyina enya hweye president nyame aboa ma sebe wanya ne tie didim de ebesie bia yugina he adekrata aba bonten achechie mu ye wishi abusua no yakọ ni womo prepare ni we so speedy recovery me fi also am comedy explosion Esikado Ketan Honum. Okay. Yes, Obaya, my friend, my regional director, Bisa no the briefing, or say, senior community no tenor. Omo ba car no entimi room and cover be discharge fuel no. Enti womo discharge go drums, barrels no. Okay. Na fe de ohun ni epia. Oh, the piano is a rolly. Our form. Maybe our steps crowd or ever bum. Neko. And you do down one no more push you no more could discharge. Maybe unfortunately, on the reports, no just say, so drums no be a week. Enti omu piano, not just a leaky. we no be egu kwan no so ene ma obi so unse hon community no so ya na omunu aduane echi baye ne normal within their and me say ko kan ejanu bi na de explosion bae na sabi nipa mienu afrim nipa mienu wo critical condition na do mienu na aka no so omo receive treatment ne nti that is the situation I see over the weekend or Isikado Kitan Honum around 4 p.m. and an incident in this year. Actually, my decision so Yako, more so speedy recovery. I hope we say omenya treatment. They say if young Quanta Hospital and St. Benedict's Honey we wish them well. That's the report if explosion also by. You're careful about some of these things. Inspection of those things is here. I was after post June 3rd, you know, report, you know, some safety protocols no be account. Say answer now be discharge fuel and gas or center on baby petrol, your friend of petrol shell anyway. I was fire service for any the other MPA for any normal be check by inspection who say yes we now ban a safe leakage be any baby and sana you adhere to the safety protocol. In fact a cornerimpa under the current MPA Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid Sheikh Mreso omoye thorough inspection here but the be so premix dey o fa say oh why doing yam could discharge or fuel station anyway nti bibia will be okay. Unfortunately senior the how abraya nti my take any part of the safety protocols for granted, whether you discharge or from a yard or community or a community crime risky. I was a enforcement of the safety protocols no conedim to me a toy or buyer a crime I can't family.
Not more than I found.
Oh, say yes, issue no penny for be follow up but the American say but injured anyway now. Bet my appeal na be a buying us can be more my warm. But not more dear, yeah, man may those costs to be a unity. Yeah, no anyway. But I buy bet my recommendation. I buy so warm.
All right. Well, I mean, here convoy near accident in a premise for explosion.
All right, quick one, Mammy. May police officers be back home Sudan, South Sudan rather. Okay. Chief Superintendent of Rakuban Pasapon say and a pair show no Sudan. The Sudan force almost shop where I feel with Azel at the year or did me.
Medal Moise Ghana
Azelia or more. My specializing in discrimination. Yeah.
This alliance continue.
Oh, it's not alliance, so this is United.
His Excellency John Romani Mahama, and then also to Professor Jenano Pokwajiman. And I'm Miamania Ken Adekye, when I say Kenneth Adekye, former Deputy Defense Minister. Yeah, on the issue of my starting free, explosion, Esikado, na window my kind of story no, but I'm glad with the further information I see at the Maya. You see, Ghana ha suban ba ko adidie mu pa ye saa ne ye no. Say kasa ne say ya wota atibia. Ye de saa ne ha de saa ne ye no. Sia ne ye no. Enu ya de ba ko edi nya kase ba. Say if you are being reasonable under what circumstance can you say fuel ye de agugalo mu ne ye rolling say na ehurihuri say nya
barrel.
Oh, yeah.
Ankura
no ne adekro na kan wasem. Yeah. Adekro no e woti.
They won't say it is say ebia kofo yellow gallon nti na ya dwen bekoso me. I'm just happy say no post. But this one is bigger.
Barrel bi. E wotire na so bi anu ba bi aye bi. Ana ye se ye de ade na gum. Ade ajatum tom ma ne ye mani di ewuro ne ye gum na ewuro ya. Na you go down na name bam na kotofo na nipa da sanu so de akire o ni we fi ni musa ade na o ya na saa no adi kra wo no de akire ne kra be di kan akọ I sometimes struggle to understand how we reason sometimes. But it's young, yeah, massively. Yeah, I'm not saying penny for seeing him for nigga. But I tell you that in law, there's something that I say there's an evil necessity. I didn't be any, but I had the hint team was and your mouth come and bomb. Yeah. Sir, you better than be a good. Up pay you me and your coin. I build a tank, and I see in your coin I could discharge your friends a premix fuel. At the point I was a one at me could discharge this year. Is it not better than say better than say young was said negligence in now of course and now nipa two. The next one I better be woman yent me can do with and from the story and was say only you're not I didn't do she good the man be at number one journey jan that is so yeah. We be na gallon na no so ntia na fa na se we be na de na gallons no do so na de na eliki ni ba ko be na eliki na mo de na eliki ni do so as they have indicated when you very enclosed or area ntino your man for mo tete bemben and a horse and pani ko hwa dan se de yesi dan se de nchen se yesi aboso anybody be electrical wires na mo tinyame yo adom ne se eja ne bitimi ban ofie na wa be hu se de be yesi at the end of the day. So we need not to take chances. The ana yesuba no we abaya yati ya kan yenya kan say we yapon case close. And no it means be. This is the time must be saying you taking drastic steps. Now you be taking certain steps bia. Ebema sade we be repeating either in this same form or even in any other form. Na mo se yabetana na ba na se yaba na yadi hu nkomo ama ewa mansan TV so o man TV so yaka en wasem tie azika da fo say yaka won wasem na si ni wasem wo UTV so man na pa won ati bi ntie ye pon no ndu no nkro ne fa eno ano a ye nkoa ni mu da ya me de no to wa mamemra presidential convoy so
okay
you see meka na mabe I think I have about 3 issues I'm person become one. Bakuye equina mu as a problem.
Equina.
Lord equina nkasa na enam so.
How is it?
So baby accident ni see yen say what da for say fa ho ye ba say equina say pa. Baby accident ni see yen. Kumasi kwan. No, we say kumasi kwan no. E free Linda do ho no akopie mi omo ya mikromosi no. Equina say. Ana wo free eya enyire sinso ekopie mu engoko eno so what afa obon se ho no so no ekwan no so na tutu pa the no afa free gaso eno so kosi yakwe eno so kwan no so tutu pa
okay
but with no matter how you be see adabeti kwan na kofa hinfa this road will forever be used by people because ekopie obi krom
na say equally one who say ekwan so construction cost or baby diversion because
I know but me tell say from diversion here yen divert kwan no close to the old road.
Okay.
Yeah, divert so you see the old road. Yeah, divert for chebi achi no. Chebi you go see na ho da bia. For last week man do come for.
Okay.
So
we are calling for the maintenance.
Into the American say akwan no bia to ni anhwe ne yenye. And I know say watch comment so. But me person me dey say asanso o comment so keke. Say akwan ni nya say you be say tutu kwan ni na say you be no for. And one say even say asphalt ni dey gusu biem keke. E simple.
Na haye ne sa na
yen sa da bia
meaning say one notice abon say finfin baby so as o matitem patches
when you ditem
one no matitem amenu so na so gbagura
and tenen ditem e kwa na mu ye na asphalt dem say wo kwa na say ayi and sasa we mon say you grass no fit bin sasa wo di bi ko ditem mu emwa
okay
say fan wan nyani nyina na amachakere we bunsu to osi no enyire situ nkokọ biaso tu yakwe no mu ntwa ke na msafa asfalt bi mu so na kwan no so nye smooth
okay
because say bambam na a wo kan ho asem na ma bebre na say be tie si nchen mi yese na fe no na wo de akosia obi na de on pese obesi na akosi so yan hwe ne yan nyane kana no say make mi hu sasa so bo ache nam so anu no adi tu mo say wo fa akon no say kwan no nye so wo hu ni say nya no e highways wodma show no mo nkwa ne kama ni ehun sese ukofa ho no ebunto bi aba after so ukofa kwa no so but not what the next issue here how convoys are being moved
okay
ya permanent training me ya cham say is move convoy kakra na the minimum nie convoy bar and normal circumstances the cars are not supposed to be in a straight line. Sometimes we won't say straight line because they said the yana kwa city in India. But they are and sesa car ni ewo in the straight line said the be as be sina wo na edi manim ana abo breaker me straight line into make me ya fa wo nchen akon say. Okay. Into ye straight line go with straight line one. First car be no so no breaker. And anya cars ni na communication of the equipments. Okay. The main VIP convoy no e communication equipment no communication van e bia no signal mo say port will be we anim ha. We say to slow down. But what kind of what communication are you okay no want? Okay. So you will see those front vehicles are slow down. But because you didn't know why they are slowing down and also the speed there, but thinking that you are all moving at the same level of speed, no. So the right way you say
before obeche right way any fear na mimi hu ye de bia the convoys are in a straight line
and na make say ya kwan nti na tisa because the say akwan say na kwan ye single lanes, right? Yeah. Single lanes nti na hu say they are always moving that way and
konongo dia
and the normal say but ya kwan mu 3 years nti na mo ba no ya na motos ndi kai pro kwan mu na ansa no. So what you cars in there
was short distance and I say even on
okay, so there is always a lead back. Oh, no, the kind back. What's the motor back when the kind back? No, the kind back. Never seen the best. Say, Bibi do a okay. So she be slow down. I can say. To most of them, no, and say you go. Not necessarily now. Yes, so be a
sometimes you know public speaking BB out
there. Motor for instance, ambulance for money and notice a woman kasa wo do. But motor for police motorbikes they no need that your obeka sama what in. But at least the siren is so loud enough say. I mean, sabi no matter how can it obeta say BB. Okay. It will come no and normally you can once it's a police motorbike and I can bama or signal the conchairman.
Fasebu ni mano.
Say ya dia na before ni ayisinu dia na no abi basare na to the car mu na na before.
Nti lawyer dia tie mi o de ankwankwa dia ni hu abufuo. Nti o ti won na chia o mu kra mo ha age. E bi on so na police ba police ni be sign ho no ya tete ni ma dia ba ya tete o sign ho no obekọ no ogia wache joint oto wache. So ya say anwu ha age dodo. Ya say anti sa wache na obekọ ya say no.
This particular one.
I na age say
okay, so when in this particular case in there, a presidential convoy neighbor. Yeah. And the normal circumstance, as you know, the president will mostly fly. Except maybe or could be a short distance beer. When yes, we took a year and with can be. Okay. But when team be the advanced team and this, I mean, all the cars near them ever back to the destination. Now, also after different so what I say. But the American said, a new motorbike, mostly you will not find less than 5 motorbikes. Okay. Not less than 5. If you come okay. And a big blocky junctions. I was like, junctions also. It will be junction back on one peg was a junction. Somebody will be free. That's when again. They took for any yeah. Will be unblocked junction. It will notify aviation as threats.
See, that was a security measure up there.
So what I say, it is any man getting when the to see. But what do you not to Kenya? The convoy always comes with a speed. Me madimu be several times. I mean, between our time, me dimu. Speed in the bani jawumpa. And not the answer we back on the board auto bit sorry.
Speed in the intimate so kakra.
Yeah, I was a speed that you say. For instance, another see, so not a man pen memo mechanism
or convoy
anymore and kwa and the BBC na ankon on car on one dia nyina utomko for say bia na attack bi na ba so security wise bia na attack bi na ba so nti nyina wode ne ko but na team aka na wache ni ambulance ahwe say ye be hwema wo mu a epepra no ya to mu I mean ya treatment there dia mo dia na ambulance ka team no so there's always a medical team and nurse and a doctor and other people on board almost a team ma ya do to kwan everywhere but the woman say I speed media idea on baba. But I was say what would you no so years say what tea and what contain. There will not be any trouble.
Okay. So Osha, do we have to do some education because
and extremely important.
Maybe I feel for security reasons and come with the ancestry for and one convoy now. Hey, President convoy no arrive now.
Citizens must understand say whenever you hear that siren being blown, give way. Because there will be one emergency or the other.
Okay.
But the most important part is where you see the police motorbikes leading a vehicle or some set of vehicles, and not dear, no matter what my coin.
Okay.
And no matter because I know more, yeah, a better cinema we say so. And then the last point here, cars na ye jai ma wo mu gyina kwan ho asai na si ho near the wheel na agu kwan mu no. Safo.
Okay.
A bigger highway like the international road is Kumasi international road and a do called Niger Burkina and so forth. Mali ni nkwa de banyara. Na obi kuta trailer na asai na ye de ewura ana agu from asala about 10 meters. Telling you say we are not going to say car be say we na say bita France say bibia how can you use weeds? Ewura we na we say me we na ntra me say can you say say who say ye twa we agu mu a na de say bita France obi na ewo and ye we na gu no so kata ne so but na de ewura na da ne ye kan say ye warning light was then triangular signal. It's not right. Now, people have meant to say, Ben is between Bomedia.
What your education?
The meant to say, a man is saying now at every point in time, be a so called say, that car, the bio generation of crime in 10, and you're just a very small meter.
Can I say?
Car can I say?
Okay.
Fancy be a main road in me. A hand wajina, but sadness of Copaco and Tenemy. So what will take you say at that moment yes me crab you know but when you this how say a smoker say a taxi say even a boboya you plan to be you obegina kwam ho na na say no an say ubisa say me time adwo me say na say into what me nkwa you now waka ho
Ghana for no ya dwen say yanso ye count na me dwen say u 2 year for say ye ka ye timoto no ne nwenwenwen na say de tie bia ye makwan ka say 1 2 omo so omo kita cars ne nsofo say in we no nye say convoy for no but omo kita land cruisers no ene bia police for bia sometimes BBNC yenso no so ye nwenwenwen no the boy who cried wolf.
Exactly. I mean and also no I agree say normal vehicles are the sirens are good. If you are going to work on a if you are using our office or what I would down to elite and I over you TV to not fan no but will be anting quarter because I see person.
Nansen say Kuma Papa people or Yano Muja and I say I can one Keke. Everything so not to say you Omadi no I bomb my task on they say.
Go to
Me one no na.
So yeah, so we Benisi Ekafu na kama dampan. You too I mean and go for say we give respect to the I mean the convoy no. Yes anso kan hu say said na make and money be one man just common sense. Some mechanic na be Adam many be overheat impo na manya ya na me person me ko be mu a wo dey free kwan no kon chan keke for your own good impo ya for your own good so mo say cars no kwan fi no obi se what the car na say or repair car
na wo do a yam do say pem
enti ni ban kwapa na ni di agro sa no owe emze ka tra kama for dem dey agrofa problem we
ya original car ni ti ne ho no no wa bie front door no no wa se atwe kaka no aye so se mesenko na wo je ho ye dey so sometimes say je ho ye dey mesenko as a me road master me expert okwa ni se de kwa ni je bia me car ni beti for mesenko
obaya yes yeah aban yi shas ye no na 2017 you can say road to compulsory we be a ye hu dede ama ye suspend ya go say Zoom lion ya ba be to
say akweze no obiza wan
you be say
Raouf Tahiru say we have towing services on our highway.
Yes, we have.
Do we have them?
Our parking lot is
I'm a driver from Uncle Fowl. Only say towing services also. Where they make kwa ba be yeni sesia.
Na say ban na ke ye wo baby no bi.
People were not against it. They were against giving it to just one person or one company and telling them that the rest of you should go and contact Kwamina acidity Ghana police led by IGP Akufudampare has failed to arrest NPP thugs called Anointing who caused violence during voter registration exercise in Nsroma South Kukwom. What kind of country are we building? And then Musa Wakiki, comrades, let's pray and vote massively for our President John Dramani Mahama to come and save our mother Ghana too, if Allah bless. And then Mensa Majid from Bechem, Toronto, $1 is 15 cedis, and our debt to GDP is 104%. And yet Dr. Bawumia is gladly deceiving the people to vote for him. Tanosat constituency has been muted for 7.5 years now, and the only person to unmute the constituency is Charles Esiedu, who is here. Abednego no new beacon. So I skipped that. Mami K. Papa B says, good morning, host. Deepest condolences to the family of the late presidential convoy driver who lost his life in this accident. I pray the Almighty God will stretch forth his healing hands on the injured for a speedy recovery. Omarion Nana Kwache sister are mostly there used to be motor riders who normally make sure the road is clear before vehicles were there. Some of these motors I don't know about that. The lawyer Kana will be saying Wiseborn obeying Mahoney says this NDC guy sounds like an old man but he's a young man. And you know compliment and Philip Champon Electrical at Tonsu Station on your level, yes, and Neofania, and yes, very sad. I thank God for sparing the life of our president. But your president, no new convoy anymore. I also share the tears of the family. I share the tears of the family of those who lost their lives. Okay, we're told, or we've been told, it's one person who has lost his life. Let's see. Why be Kwame na udeba no agya na afofra to aso. Hail Salati patriotic voices go, so all eyes have seen, all voices are saying Dr. Bawumia is an angel sent from God to lead Ghana and to the new promised land. Let's give Dr. Bawumia the chance to lead Ghana as president because he's the future of Ghana's economic development.
Obaya.
So you can make a comment. Fantastic to remove the special prosecutor from office. It has to be a grievous enough offense, but there are other administrative remedies to address some of these allegations leveled against him. Let's use them rather than first resulting to his removal. Okay, I see time new and we are Ghanaian Times food price hikes hit hard on households. A Greek expert calls for subsidy on farming imports. Adriani Boyedin.
Okay, I say no be na be is it last year or so the ministry to help the ordinary consumer near you. But no currently food inflation the account will be say koto and farm gate near move the selling point.
Wait,
market
so last year no kafra last year no na Dr. Akoto ne argument ni say enuane ni wo ho na kromufo no na ama ne boayedin.
That's middleman.
Okay. Konkofo no. Enuane ni bi wo ho. Ena konkofo na ama ne boayedin.
Oh yeah.
Ana enuane ni bi ni ho.
Oh, enuane dey say dey bia dey enuane eba enkran. Na the expert no so patch say the cost of inputs no no can ho bi na aduane no bo akọ baby akọ no. But we Ghana Statistical Services so I out me say food inflation was through and I imported inflation so ye BBA and I Ghana so yeah depending mostly on imported yeah na minimum be also on the Ghana mono on foreign unit taste na developed for that in domini the keka ho within the food basket and the computation, you know, to be honest with you, last making kind NHS be lawyer Chumberi ma in the office or say emfa aduane bi emre na bike no e move, those costs are all factored into the pricing of that food a lawyer ABD at that time.
Ghanaian Times in Abutreko market.
Yes.
Enti watone boati adwaso adumi asensan ase kama. Enti fani say Osioko Kaswa market. Kaswa market in Accra and Kaswa in the Central region. Enti okoye survey tomatoes ntosi moko nyadoa nkosua gari. Enti gari na odeshati o say gari olonka kanina nke 1600 enumpo last month ya this month no gari olonka 1800 mimpo ya me wan say I thought they would say a bag. Okay, it's a bag, not olonka. A bag. It's gari bag. No. And I'll say olonka na yes is kanino olonka na 25 cedis and 28 cedis.
Yes.
Which market?
Pacho say Kaswa and Accra. Pacho ani. And I'll say wo agbogloshi jomuno nyadwa bag. Nanke 600 cedis and naka 1 cedi na 700 cedis te 699 enti bucket no rubber kwaku en no mudi twa hwe metidwo moda rubber kwaku enti sa no rubber kwaku no anke ye 30 cedis no sesi ano 100 cedis that enti eno no delivery for no ba mu hefa.
Oh no, me Ghana started food inflation. Answer na maba specific price near you. Food inflation computations no na me ma imported food account and then the local delivery processes and so account. Now ye ba year o kan expert no so patch say inputs na de kwia na ye mediane no ba no. And also prices, last year to this year, marginal be between 2%, 3%, 4% increment. In the office there was a buying here, that's a subsidy, you bet me I'm a subsidy na ye juma and ka ebebuama sa inputs ecoform definitely have effect on the farm produce na for ultimately yenya. Idea back one, maybe me feel say ye no year food buffer stock. That's and I was a boa nanka diane bo eba form cut out the middle man considerably. Then you no ankasa buffer stock for bako for diane na farm gate e dia back room na say warehouses ni normal YCC near the bia ko na yetimi aton na disa margin na air transportation because fuel cost definitely be affect transportation of food items not just I can't the pricing of a because people say okay and fuel pricing has it got anything to yes because your kofa mama no dey babu blushing or kofa fisu or crassy so no dey aba agboglushi the transportation in be factor into it in ka food buffer stock angle no ebeboama this pricing regime no akoform but here I say na 1600 to 1008 a marginal increase kakra but definitely obe pass it on to the
marginal because Ghanaian Times here say
yes
obe say marginal but say minimum wage ni yesen
okay
na yen say nipa sempo minpo ka minimum wage na sense mpo na on market it is based on the minimum wage because baby dey any minimum wage. Now with the daily minimum wage of 18 cedis 15 pesos or 18.15 well the money nyina oye adwuma yetua na yentua no kra say yetua no 18 cedis
yes
18 cedis okoto gare olonka no 28 cedis so obey iso kins kra so obeto esichiri so obey gare photo a
be on di olonka ni nyina da
When you alone can what we share.
The minimum wage is to guide and protect private sector.
But
it's to protect private sector. Government ejuma bebre ntia minimum wage.
Yes. Government no money so no so na fa nipa do so. Almost 10 cedis ni 15 cedis so.
No krebe no efumu mra no but ejuma ni ho ntini pa na wanya oye no on report ma labor commission na omuntu anamo enti ya na yedi na jese kama onya bibi kakra it's keeping body and soul together enti no yes enti pricing na there is a worrying maintain hanka say there wo mo ka no enya no kre food prices across me here with the Ghana Statistical Service our food inflation is effect on the buying share and planting for food and jobs 2.0 so BBA Dr. Brian Champon pushy was started the land banks ne no moment going into the future no ebeboama kuayono sabe you put two young people together there's a land bank yamamo be 10 hectares monkonkoye in group na input seedlings ne no mani nyina aban na be provided my near ya definitely food production will begin to go up ebeboama pricing no about but there ya or buyer say farming season no ba na food glut no ba we say entos bebre kweni na tififri aye bibia no that time no na see eto no one box no be 100 cedis so na say kweni no gina ho na so until those are buyer make I say emrebi is it last year or so na say go for buyer bebre na say 80 cedis ya bonu esi o say na say farmer no is the loser and think your warehousing system and then food stocking system no yeah good etimi man yeah be boy buffer stock and amasan abaso no mutimi togu ho emrepa mu na say ya tonton a be boa ma pricing no stabilize kakra
and ka say silos ni bi wo ani baby okoy na say na yehiva baby silos no mo de chindari
yeah
silos no mo de iron rods ni cement ni niama na egum
it in America says a buffer stock live up to full capacity yeah
food yeah but do I can chi na yentimi musa question full capacity ben ijani enya be
na ka na sa wa na cement ni iron rods na
oh yes
no so chair say yeah me say the food we na was yenya from the farm gate and then preserve no yenya the enough quantity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lawyer, they say you are boy then.
Yeah, they say you are one the bed. I have question so I then so if say the odi wani mu a etwa say o mani mamu da ho na enema boy no. They are not ready to fix anything. Yeah, enema ma enuane boy den no. It's not because say a young cran na water ni nti na ma ne boy den no. But the man ade ne bedun kan no eno mu no kosoro. So now let's take it in a very simple way. Yemfa entos am say akoma dampa na mu dia entos ba mewa.
Akoma dan dia ti obodom studio.
Yes, so that enclave no Ashanti to Bono area no edua entos pa. Ana memeten kan na me say na me hia say me use entos. Di entos na ni eno no say o say ye kofa free akoma dan ne to obodom area no de bankran. Na me matue nya bi ato. Ya de corner ya kofa de aba ya kawo ka bi na ekolodu de abankra han ma na timi anya na me matia kotobi odwom ho kawo ka na ekono ni diesel na kofa de ba na diesel 1 liter you almost 15 cedis per liter diesel no 1 liter bi akoto ba akope wo ka enan ene fambu mu ane 1 gallon bi akoto ba akono a wo diesel agum na 14 cedis and over it's almost 15 cedis ne bo no eti wono etu ka free nkan ekotu abodom kofa ntosi de bele na petrol boy de na se diesel boy de na afese o de bedu a onfa ne bo no ntosi so what about so ye ni dwan so moka so in simple terms ma me no ntosi no obiem no so okono ekoto ntosi na asabi za facha abodim kakra ewotu abodom na wasanda fa ka abodin de bedu nkan no wo kwa don't expect to sell it to you cheaper nti wo so botona abodin na nka basa wa wo so wote central region ka so a wo de nkwa de ne betem because wo traffic ko basa de mu free nkan e de bedu wo ho uta ni na obada nzu ate ya ka nko ka mai ya waka epun nzu na chi what mean cross me do ka so when you do be ato. So what I say. So that is why anti man boba ko so ayedin. What no to nchen ya enai ya mam ha ati. Ade ba ko detect the pace of price of goods and services. Once and your currency events you see the depreciation. See the amodin bura na dollar yi bu no na obo no de okochi mi mate okochi ne say o this guy go ensan. Mate how okochi dollar o this guy go ensan. Am say this guy go do be ensan. Ana dollar TS ne say the America wo die no. The no so okochi dollar na gina ho na muri so onam no di asa. I pick up it. And you could ni mo. Once more but ya. And you na eti han. Eti an ma bo anything go for. Because the people who are supposed to sit down and fix the problems, they are not doing it. They are not working. Because any man question say, "Who say I am person to one among pa boy? Come on, what about PFG, right? Yeah. Planning for food and job. Yeah. The first part of PFG, I had the worst exercise and a waste of time. I mentioned in India, yeah. When we part 1 of PFG, no? Part 2 na for example, part 1 na the campaign or yeah. Now the team. Part 1 na the kanya.
What is 2.0?
Oh,
the no friend part 2 na me tell the din na kasa.
Ni na part 2.
Ai super
2.0 part there ni na part 2. Yeah, yoko. Part 2 no, so part 1 na o so free akoto ni di ani mo. O wie ni part 1 na ya.
Part 1.
Part
na mo. Part 1 kan wasem.
Ono mai atopa.
Pachoko.
Yanko so.
Pachoko so.
Matia. O wie part 1 no. Na the next thing is aduane bo World Bank be declare say Ghana kuta the highest food inflation in Africa.
Okay.
O man aduane bo ko so pa no we ya be man when say amaya ho about 50 something about 54 countries that Africa ha nyina no Ghana and medical pa. Me question bisa mo never very simple we dey fancy me go school grada. Question bisa mo say ya say ya ka say aduane ya die nuane manyunia busu manyuma ba a kyerɛ say ya die nuane nuane na ebebusu me bo ana ya na say aduane na busu ana bo ya de nti aba no say ne die nuane manyuane busu that is a perception of that plans for food and jobs ye die nuane eno ba ye makontos ba ye banche bibia bi ye aduane dodo mu ama na dɔɔso aburo ya dɔn bebree ma na dɔɔso si edema ndɔɔso na say abompa adua adwuna se dua heman dua ofena wadanfo odua mo bi adua na abusua ne bo ntimi nya den so eba ne san na ya hwɛ bibi mam ha nyina no a na under this particular government they say dua ne bo no man na dua ne bo kɔ soro pa tententem no inflation wise no Ghana no medical how 2020 ano no about 2022 say
above from
ya tu na president president ya net so one no take so I am still making the point that the so-called managers of the economy they are doing nothing about the management omunya hwe because some ye bibia ke yan kom man be emegina da mu an the purpose of governance if not for anything is for the welfare of the people set memufo no benya me can say ahoto in their daily lives no come ba mu na we dey memufo no enyi ni hwe na okay imagine say daily at the minimum wage ay 18.15 less than 18 to 20 pesos yeah obi lo no fa kwampo from an apart to krom to nufu ye no aburu wesu bebre etu ono no asore so okwaduma fan say you say ni pale marking by the minimum wage of 18 to 15
say abanjuma for the na bebre de na aburu 18.15
okay so what the abanjuma for the no fan say 50 cedis of a Uber 80 Ghana na ba aduma omoka I don't know Uber
let me tell you a poster me no last week on the social media and say na em say watch on I'm trying to paraphrase and quote at the same so say Charlie my guy be the stay Amasama in close way he won't do Uber go charge am 160 cedis where VIP they charge 120 from Accra to Kumasi. You won't take VIP, so when you get to also why take Uber? Why take Uber? That's or put Juba offer car coffee. It's when you can't talk car na bicycle na motor. To be honest with you, yes, I strongly believe and I know sir they are not paid according to the minimum wage. They are paid much better than that. Okay. But
ahokyere bi come with that 1,000 Ghana, 1,500, 2,000 Ghana, 3,000 na bi no mo gye no bosom so no trust check ya ni fuel nkwa wo mo kuta ka da bako djuma ni fuel nkwa adin sika nyina
be dey on paper na fast
government is not helping the
I say a man of fuel
the fuel ala hwan as
I say be di mo say na mo kasa nya ben oti wodi
mischief
it has been confirmed say Iranian president no Ibrahim Raisi wo
obako na dey dey say na yobi aye hu de
ya ntina won jimi ndi o
anya say na menji oni pacho ntisa but me producer confirm me ama me
ntina me producer na owo Iran
pacho o so so see adwuma memfi me so no do oti Iran no ma me dey enko
me ma ka say ma chiro na o
ka say we dey UN chief
na o for producer
onye pan Iranianist
ano no
yeah
yes Ben
maka ewo baby mama nka no ha so se ade na ye frɛ democracy no engina se akom edin ya ekom edin ya
akom de nyina e kotu hire guyon
se ekom de ya
great
if he say a hungry man
is an angry man
and an angry man is a violent person.
Sir, onya nye hungry bi.
Dabi na wo accommodate wo.
Say come the man and the man any be brave.
Ekom ye dey.
Ekom ye I mean fetish they are come for no dey na mo.
Okay. Oh then that's nice.
Now can say the same thing.
That's nice.
Ekom de wa.
Ya enti eduane asem a security issue.
Okay.
Na se democracy bejina na security enjina ne nine so there is no democracy. Intima obia emfa ekuafo adwuma endi agro. Nti dana yeba sorry your food is controlled. Ye me ekuyeni I feel terrible. Say afibiano, just a yakoto seed. Every year, the seed. This is a yakoto. That you cannot replant the seed that you have harvested.
But you have a choice to do GMO or organic.
Once you somebody a foam.
Okay.
I don't know how it is done. Is it pollination or cross pollination?
Okay.
Now they pollinate yours and yet for the following season.
And you are stuck to the
stuck
GMO.
There.
It is not like you have a choice. So this year
that
the cotton seeds may come
majority
back
of the seeds we are now importing. Until you have to import seed. And so now work with you.
Maybe one day we have to discuss this GMO
so
farming.
Clearly we have lost it. We have lost it.
Agree kinekita.
Yeah, we have lost it. Now ochina so almost your mon tong mayenga. And you don't have it, what do you do? What do you do? We are finished. Well, one of my professors, Agraval, okay, said when Gaddafi wanted to grow food in his country, or more development, development economists, majority of them were telling Gaddafi the cost of importing food will be about 30 times lower than producing it in Libya. He sacked all of them, leaving 4. Say, Messi, come and teach me how I'll produce food in the country. Don't come and tell me how much it will cost. Because the mentimi and control the production of food. I will not control anything. Yang, what are we doing? Yeah, Efi Eastern region to Ashanti region. We are Chinanizing agriculture.
And they also do both of our China-nized.
We are China-nized in agriculture. Sure. You see large tract of lands. It's these Chinese who have taken over. They are producing what they want to produce. And they are exporting. Until you calculate as part of your agric growth. When that growth is done, that particular thing so they take it out. But the leaves and things they produce, and so what they produce is part of your agric growth. You calculate it as part of your GDP. And I am not surprised. Now, Mitier Vice President, I'll say, I'm going to concentrate on commercial farming. Do you understand what that means? Commercial farms, they produce to sell. They produce for market. They are simply commerce. What you say? They are simply commerce. Young. Majority are subsistence farmers. Na surplus na akano. They sell into the market so that we can eat. But most commercial farmers, they have people, buyers outside. When they produce, they carry the goods away. So that is our major challenge. And me, I'm not surprised. It is not imported inflation.
Localized commercial farming.
Where you come, Kasa not you.
Me that's yeah. What done me protector. So evidently, Nyama Ebwa. Then the West is food. Your friend saying the inputs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Omo planting for food phase 2. Obi Beka said 2.0. Phase 2 no. Now the Minister for Agric Ekansembi, I sat in this studio and I glorified him. One, or the school farm concepts, no, Edeba. Prison farm concept or the ba. Now school farm concept, no, schools are more what track of large tracts of farm, no. Now what supply or more inputs. Now my year it will reduce the school's dependency on government say debia monto eduane and more. What is more? Until I clapped for him. Second one, where the menina ankasa we met somewhere and on ankasa kai say niamo baba ye and they say owo asase na okwa ko do omo be ma inputs ni nyina open no they will quantify it into odie eduane na ewia you harvest and then they calculate it, it will come to a certain number of bags and I say bibi na odia ma omo. A year ago, people believed in it. They started their farms, expanded and bulldozed areas. Be success our concept in a yejuma. Until the idea is good, but it has not seen implementation. So nipa na anka omobetumi abuano. Hey, these things they come and they take a partisan twist. Meaning, in some time past. Now, more the program at SAPI. Yeah, almost to me, wow, there you do land clearing. They gave money to party boys who said they want to do agriculture. Now, I'm saying, 100 acres. At the end of the day, almost 8 me kaseo, 100 acres. So I say, no, more this canama. Those 100 acres were not cleared. Eba said they should retrieve the money. No, okay, there's no farm, let alone retrieving the money. It will be calculated as bad debt because Nipa don't mean to. And then the state of Ghana suffer because you have not identified the people who can do it. You gave it to party boys. And to these programs we run, that has largely become much partisan. And when
Thank you.
Finally, our appetite for foreign goods. If you have now you say you got na mango ase endi eduane because mango ase ade me call restaurant inti Ghana for mpetcho babio ye free bibia ye free no restaurant inti obi apese on share ni coat and in tie non cut na restaurant na o mpese ondi Ghana eduane
Now restaurants or someone who are Ghana
Oh, the bulk of the restaurants.
Oh, they do.
Oh.
Ghana restaurants in almost
more
international hotels no local no continental. Local
Indian hotels, local rice and
I don't know and the moon.
Why?
Yeah, clearly, I think that look, we have to take our food production seriously.
Okay.
Papa, your friend Odum.
What is it?
Odum.
Juma Odum. Abraham Juma Odum.
Abraham Odum.
Yeah.
Near for Nigeria. Near or your deputy minister and of course Nigeria to go and help them to do rice importation production. Yeah. See, Nigeria is rice self-sufficient. Yeah. So Papa no Ghana.
So what the minister now or then
No, your former deputy minister.
What the minister of Ghana?
Dabe.
I know the deputy minister. So why penny of Ghana? The chair no more the you na wan chere.
So why MP crap?
Auntie naturally say adwina owo no. Na your driver mate ho.
Oh really?
Maybe sir. Because ni amochire
I doesn't know. On that note, you ever call a topic? So
I doesn't know.
Lawyer, you Parliament Friday emergency recall meeting on you know. And your market see me, you know. Okay, now 3 because new MP no more swearing in. And see, okay, yes, Saturday, you know. Not just say you bet me introducing us a just MP. And the opposition work here we say I'm much Mojibusia, Mumunkunta answer, and I fear so for no, and your mabby 24 and so. Young chili, Mamma Fakani be make home. Moko and Masia Baze, Mobile.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that's ministers in the end. Once the approval has been given by the House. Yeah, homework, you know, your mom and we read them hard work. The likes of Collins Admakumensa, now Deputy Health Minister. Sorry, Deputy Energy Minister, rather. Sorry, Deputy Energy Minister.
Deputy Health Minister, you question.
And coming them say, or no, they are not. I'm such a married Deputy Health, yeah. And then as you rightly indicated, like was and so
now one darling boy.
Now Deputy Minister for
1 minute into 2 minutes.
And me Kuma and MP for Tafo. Vincent, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also Deputy, I think local government
boy.
And then Okoboy, now Health Minister. Among others, Titus Glover, hey, was it true? Nachi. Titus Glover, senior, once congratulations.
Dane.
Aye.
Titus.
Then I'm
Papa, you also landing demonstration.
Yeah, we use them hard. I mean, hardware. That's the most important.
Hey.
Having said that, the next thing, another thing I see of Parliament, as you indicated, approval of about $150 million loan. Na utis can dinka na esre.
Ade.
150 million. Oh, already na go water buy. About with the snow. Ni subim, we don't need it. 150 million. And look at the way they are rushing to get approval for 150 million. What Tanasibu Kompoku achieved to Sabri are buying by a coin, Fiji Kwame Mapman. Ye Casa are buying with Nisika, and as Sika buying with some IE loans, grants, whatever, name them. Opa buying by one Nisika compared to every other past government. A buying being no Chakufa and a good neighbor nearby. Now, so woman aban bako me very wasteful. Aban bako me sense kapa. This group of people. And I'm here. You call IMF. IMF for Katre. Say idea bako and the PO when you say we spend too much. Yes, say sikado do. ɛna de ba ko ade ba ko didi agigi yendi ade aba wo manim ne ayeti we waste yeah bond market from President Kufuor time if I'm not too sure of the Rollins government ben ya bo me in case on ko ho but I know say bond market from President Kufuor be from enne aban none of them got beyond 3 billion and so under this government 2018 we had $2 billion from the bond market alone. 2019 $3 billion. 2020 $3 billion. 2021 $3 billion. Nininachi. Ya dia boko hibrana sansabla okrom heya dia manasa. Amene we are happy and chasing 150 million as a loan. COVID buy IMF 1 million can come my $2 billion. Are you seeing me organism just for COVID? $2 billion. More than my boss in Nankan. Yes, World Bank for COVID buy 1 million, not less than $430 million. Yes, we are chasing 150 million as loan. What kind of government is this? Sika bebere beni eni sika twetwe dia munya ye nyinara enti wo hwe sika wanya ne adwuma wo se wa ya does it tally ena no monim guase mo se makoye tracker send tracker project amayo security post say yes security room wo DCV are you serious? Are you serious? And from the from secondary school old boys go akoye mo hospital park na aban tracker peke say aban project KUE woman your speed ramp yeah speed ramp speed ramp na happy ke say eno ni aban project a woman me say and this for you green book you got I was like yes I because from the look of things in the woman capture says speed ramp boy achievement there and a mistake. We need to go back and redesign our green book because there are 1,001 projects that young capture. Yeah, we are focusing on the very big ones. Speed ramp. The Mudisika iron and Namudina Parliament up 150 million. We were the same people, yeah. Just last year, around November last year. Now one more granted tax exemptions have gone over $400 million. Why will you give such exemptions to those who can afford and allow those who can't afford to be suffering? Why?
Okay.
Companies who can pay, they have what it takes to pay. Most of them are foreign companies. Now I can't tell you company $23 million. So as exemption often was the hotel. So we are giving all this money. Now when the parliament I pay 150 million. Meanwhile the other chance
Thank you. Ben Yanko. Parliament Jumedia Udio Fieda na sitting on mobile.
Wow, Parliament. I done a rubber stamp. Bibia executive pedia.
Na kase hanging emumu the changes kakraba.
Tibia
kitchen na rubber stamp.
Asisi
ani mu apai na opposition for so do so say will be a majority, the majority no only overwhelming majority.
Yeah, apart from Nyama and here 2/3.
Okay.
Every other thing requires simple majority.
Okay.
Now simple majority no. And you know the Supreme Court ekoji to say even when you are presiding as speaker, ustimi eto abano. And you know. Until ultimato aba, if when you are even presiding.
That's Article 104.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you can continue to have the simple majority in Parliament. Bibia say omunya no omunya. Afenyo Markins ena osene a petition to the Speaker to recall Parliament. Say omumba approve loans, no omumba approve ministers. Omaye. As to Niamoba ye with the minority, no. say a year answer na omobekono according to Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagwin. A year they all agree pre-house meeting no. A year no munyina ejitum. O majority ka say we na omoba be yo. And a minority says we ye njintum. Inti modi ba ye beka sere say ye njintum. Na speaker so be kire say okay say mo njintum, this is how I'm going to go about it. I am not the one saying it. Until they pre-manage these things. You could do parliament.
Oh, it is staged.
It's staged.
Okay.
Because
some be work out is a feed and no more na. Oma
can with them and work out. Yes. So I feel broken. I'm sure some Munyinamoti when the Speaker of Parliament was lamenting say no maya moye mu pese Ghana for who say me na me ye nipa bone. And you say na nyina ye G2 mu. Why are you behaving differently? So near ever publicly no. Look, our democracy is a sham. It's a complete sham. Share. Marco Nase. Mose Munji Lontum. Now, the first thing is that why are we here? We are here because ya pay business to the extent say we are suffering a debt crisis. Right? And we are still taking loans. And Parliament, instead of helping us say we should reduce the loans, you are still asking the same government to bring loans so you approve increasing your debt when you are doing haircuts. Pensioner bondholders, Muntimin Moka, Omo treasury bills and other your friends saying Muntimin
treasury income.
Sorry, Mr. Treasury. Your friend saying government securities, Munkaho. Yentimi and Moka. Contractors be brave, Yentimin Moka. We have decided to curtail their job. Government is taking much more loans. And when you are taking loans, when you are refused to pay other people, you are telling us that you are coming to do new projects.
But
which one must we? Yeah, the state of Ghana is a very rich country. And yamina menkaye, akufado na ekaye. And amesuma jetum. Say Ghana is rich and not poor, yet is so and so a comedy. Enti niye se onye ne se on hihye nioma mu ye nkopɛ bisia
and oba is kani adaso
na sisia no bibia ye beye bia no ye nkopɛ bisia dia ba akufado. You are a liar. You lied to the people of Ghana and you somersaulted.
Is he a liar or he came to find out the reality that
he has been in government before?
Yeah, he's a liar.
A fair comment will be making.
He's a liar.
More than fair.
Men kind of saying.
Okay.
Finally, yeah.
Finally, be your
finally, yeah. Vice President Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Senior mate.
Or say, when given the chance, the size of government will be 50 ministers. And then we are still approving more ministers.
Said there was even a minister of state at the office of the vice president.
We are still approving more ministers. Why? Ebi mo ye madam for bako eya me hene. Me huna onim say me huna I have to go down.
Anyway.
Titus Glover.
Oh, yeah, me hene. I have to. When I see him, I cannot stand. I have to be on the ground. But the truth is that your size of government is overbearing. You reduce it to 50. At the time you have assured the people of Ghana you reduce it to 50, you are still appointing new ministers.
All right.
No new minister.
I see him call
Obaya, Mr. Lawyer can speed drums or MCO. Lawyer, Mr. Wu,
tracker. Speed drums are
tracker, no, say tracker, or district, district, no Marcos, the tracker, no boy. Region or ministries or districts or and the district their course and no report to many will be a running mate and no vice chancellor or UCC. One of the major achievements speed ramps on campus. Coco checking here. speed ramps on campus and a traffic light.
Send you any in the school.
The street report. Now report to try report. The NDC Greater Accra NDC MPs are moving Greater Accra. One support to the garage low. Flooding in normal high year. Percy a Buana district ninya support no de ye adwuma no MPs are more Greater Accra what's it heavy
we need the din kan aye kope busia be ye flooding adia
no we e find am dey support me boa
support say ya chedi ana ye
baby say we flooding management and they are very important MPs ninya they are affected.
Oh, you know, we need the din kan ayaje bosia say the ba be hwa siesie kota na ya sunsu yire anu ana
o guy Professor Mo stand there no eni nyina awo no menti enya bisa akra June 3rd beto we but it doesn't mean say we see a stop but MPs are mo beboa na mo districts are flooding ye challenging e wo ho Klote Sahara yeah, one of your beautiful MPs. Now, there be Adabraka Sahara. So, Klote Koli. I only know Adabraka.
It's not Casa dance.
I dance one. Adabraka say, yeah, flood prone area. So, when she now, the not to be here, me and him say, men support to that. Oh. Dr. Rollins, more reason, no, one more call for their reason. Wouldn't be reason now, and I just say, simple. They should have just gotten the Minister for Local Government. First tranche nearby. Local government, for local government, district assemblies, no, this kind of more to do. And today, I'm going to also report no local government or the copal. I agree. There should be accountability.
Now report.
There should be accountability. And I'm going and then I'm on here my
na me ka so mu si o mabusa na report in my
report and them follow up some more time even mu pose question cry mu ma minister no time or the baba be answer
sika we dey
meboa and you on ready lawyer enti etiefo ne ahefo mo am the 17 districts within Greater Accra benefited directly from garage. No flooding problem ni we mo hwe na mo ni mo MPs nkasa na mo moa na no ma enkoda ni
na den say o mo
lawyer can bibi o say
o mo approve enti o mo ni o mo
MP no next time bi e be no what jacket to on ntie
o ben ga se raincoat
on government very very important. Now another key year or can say wasteful government because of one this is the government otherwise President John Dramani Mahama na free education it is an expenditure item. It's an expenditure item. One district, one factory.
How much you spend on it?
So what? Take the budget and get it.
How much you spend on it?
You're blaming us as a buyer. I say no. What to me? You're saying to me, yeah, it wasn't part of government expenditure. It's been done. Who the NTS 4,700 kilometers, about 12,000 kilometers. Who say wasteful?
Wasteful.
307 ambulances for all wasteful. They were hitherto not there. These expenditures are 10 landing sites and 2 new fishing harbors. Jamestown and Elmina built. Who say wasteful? Please, Munya idea walking can move forward. Never do what name Abeka government expenditure one execute we need to build a Jadek and this deck a new area by a move iron ore exploitation bauxite exploitation it's been going on Koko have Uncle Fred Titus. I want to chief no. Friend, no bisa what is going on there. Michael and San and Kofo, they are working for this realization. And only when Jadek and Disdek and the follow up my media will be penning and go follow up.
Thank
and
you. National Communications Bernard Mona, a political activist and analyst, and lawyer Chumberima, NDC communication team member. Yedamase. Medazo Bugase, a water kama zo mami. Nacho wants to contact Azel. Now what are the shame? A BFF. The number is 0244-155 and 266. Now, a minute who feel now will come for a Z News and Beauty. The hair mama. Friend 055-3837-201. Machoma me yakuna mani nyami sha so hwe nyami adumwa ochina Adekye Nsroma besiaba medasi.